Alright, so I got a chance to clean up some dishes and the countertop here. It's not bad, it's my little workstation. I've been drinking tea. I woke up at 10 because I took tea yesterday so I can try to do some more work before I go to bed. Thinking about the consequences today of whether I'd go to the gym or not, and I decided, okay, I'm going to finish the work for my Fiverr, and I'm okay with that. So now I'm just getting ready to take a shower so I can go to the library and do some more work, but I took some tea. I've been in conflict with that because I stopped caffeine for a long time, and now I'm taking the pre-workouts, and because I had them from the gym I sold, I want to use them. And I, on the days off, I get these headaches and I'm not productive. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep my mood elevated, and I'm okay with that for now. Because, even doctors, they prescribe medication for, mood stabilizers. Sometimes it's you make choices that are better for you, and sometimes it involves taking a drug like caffeine and tea. So at this point in time, that's what I'm doing. And I feel good. That being said, I did do a video one of my videos just prior to this. How to know whether your issues are physiological or psychological. Right now it's physiological. Getting to what I wanted to talk about, where's my comb? I'm gonna comb up my hair at the same time. Do two things at one time. My goal was to try to know when people are taking advantage of me, when someone doesn't have my best interests and someone's being very narcissistic. To see through that and to stay with my boundaries and, be okay with that and not get angry over it and whatever. I had two situations happen on one of these gay apps called Scruff. One of them got me mad yesterday, and I saw myself getting angry because I was at the library on tea and I haven't eaten. And I'm like, okay, it's probably also low blood sugar that does that too. When I got home, I made a smoothie and I started feeling better too. So I have to get in touch with the physiological also. That was a guy who was trying to hire me for personal training, because I do get some gay clients through that. And it was just way overboard with the pictures he was sending, and he was like, oh, I need to get 6-pack abs. I was 250 before, and then and he was training at a place near where my parents live. And it just kind of dragged on. I knew it wasn't going anywhere. And initially he said, oh, your price is too expensive. And I said, okay, it's negotiable, because I wanted the money. Then I realized it's going to cost me, about at least $10 to get there by bus and metro each time. So I'm not going to be making any money. So I finally told him I can't negotiate because of what I just said, the money, and it's not going to be worth it. So I'm sorry. And then he said, oh, well, I can come to you. And then he just kind of skirted along the issue, and then he just kept saying, coming on to me and saying, hi, how are you, and all that. And then that's when I was starting to get mad, and when I was at the library, I said, what's up? And he said, good, you? And I didn't mean what's up, like, oh, what's up? I meant what's up, like, what the hell do you want? And then I caught myself, and I'm like, okay. And then I just said, let me know when you want to come here for me to train you, because he did mention that too. But bottom line, I mean, if he's looking for a cheaper price, I'm not going to give it. So that kind of cancels that out. And then he never answered back anyway. So, but I was angry. I just wanted to like berate this guy, you know, call him a fat fuck that you're not going to get it at 6-pack abs. What the fuck you doing? He showed me his keto diet and intermittent fasting. Like if you lost 150 pounds and you have a 6-pack now, deal with it. You're not going to, you know. It's like, and I'm tired of that bullshit. I was so tired of that bullshit. But then I calmed down. And now talking about getting that anger out. It's like, you know, you have to, if someone's delusional and thinking that I'm going to get them something that they can't, you know, it's like, that's not what a trainer is anyways. So, but I was angry with that. But there was another one that was kind of funny. It was this, and I have it, where is it? Sometimes I feel good, and I answer people, and I don't, you know, and I think it's like practice for me. I don't know if I get a kick out of it, but it's just like practice for me to see how I can handle it without getting mad and stuff and sticking to my boundaries. And so I find on this app sometimes that's what I do. People are going to approach me. So this guy comes on, and he doesn't have, let me see if I can find it. It was this morning that I realized, you know, that I'm like, I started smiling because I'm like, it didn't bother me, and I just saw the way he was trying to gaslight, and it didn't affect me at all. And then I started laughing, and I wanted to answer him, I wanted to, you know, but I'm like, eh. So, let me see, where is it? I think it's this one. Okay, so first of all, it doesn't have a profile picture, okay? So you know when they don't have a profile picture, that gives away there's something schemy there. That already sets it off. So, I won't show you everything, I'll just talk about it, because he sent dick pics. And some of the stuff, it's all, because I didn't pay for the pro version, it all got you can't see what he was writing. So I'll have to summarize and then get to the latest stuff. They have what I wrote. So here he basically said, a lot of people, this is where he was supposed to say hi. He didn't, and then he sends a picture of himself. It could be catfish, you know what I mean? And it wasn't really anything I was like gaga over. You know, it was okay. So I say hi, and then he says, too late, like a 20 seconds later. And so then, and you know, I know he's just like trying to play games, he's just trying to get attention, right? And then I say, too late for what? And then he answers the next day, I was in the area and I wanted you know, some fun and whatever. Thinking that I'm on there for fun. I'm on there to get clients, but if it's a dating app, if there's fun, you know, I won't say no, but 9 times out of 10 it's not. For the sheer mere reason, because I don't play the way that's playing, you know what I mean? And I know what I like. So anyways, so then he just, you know, says, what are you looking, you know, the common things that they're like, what are you looking for? And then I say, I'm looking for training and massage clients. So I'm keeping it business, knowing that he's trying to like finagle. Already it's known that he's interested and he's just trying to play, but I don't know if that's the real person. But I was interested in, you know, at least going through that route and not getting mad about it. And so I sent him the link to my massage therapy client client page if he was interested. And he's like, how much does it cost? I'm like, the price is on the page. So you know, he's not really interested. He's just trying to get to like, you know, have sex with me, right? So, you know, I mean, things I could think about in my head. I mean, he was most probably culturally of Arab descent, so that kind of, if I'm generalizing, that's kind of the way a certain behavior, because they're afraid of coming out because of the Muslim religion and all that stuff. But I don't really know anything. But those are things that I'm thinking in my head. It's like, okay, but I really don't know. All I know is like, this is shady, you know. But I'm gonna at least be professional. And then he wanted to ask, you know, to see pictures of me, body pictures and stuff. I'm like, they're all on my IG. All my pictures are on my Instagram. I never send pictures of me. If you want to go into my fitness Instagram, I have a couple of shirtless pictures, not much. But some pictures of me, pictures of me doing exercises and stuff. You can screenshot them and take them, you know what I mean? They're there. Anything on Instagram is property of Instagram. They can license it out to other people. We knew this several years ago when they announced that. So anything you put online there can be used by anyone for anyone. Even though people are like, some of these guys are posting in their Instagram stories other fake profiles. Say, oh, red flag this profile, whatever. But then again, on the other note, it's like your pictures can be property of anyone, you know? You don't own them. Once you do that, post them on Instagram. Or you give rights to Instagram. Maybe you don't give rights to the people, other people, but anyways. So, it just kept going on. Oh, then he was saying, oh, your prices are too expensive. Oh, I do that I massage at the clinic, and so get a massage from someone else. You know what I mean? It was like all this BS. And I stood my ground. I said the price isn't negotiable. Maybe you want to choose 90 minutes, which is a better deal. Blah blah blah. There's no words here because it's erased because it's the pro version. And then he was asking me, oh, would you do any, I only know from my answers what he was saying. He was asking me if it wasn't for massage, would you want to, you know, hook up or whatever? And I said, not interested. And then he says, why? And I said, it's not important to me. And then he goes, like, I'm not going to say no because I'm not into you. You're not my type or whatever. And then he says, are you ever horny? And I said, all the time. You know, and then he sends me dick pictures. Okay, now here's where his words come out. And then he says, how did you find it? Obviously I see English is not his first language. He wants me to react on the photos, which I'm not, because I'm not interested. But I send a question mark when he says, how do you find it? And so he just keeps coming at me, you know. And then he sends a picture of the back of him and all that. And then I kind of bait and I say, that's better. All that stuff. So there was a little conversation going. And then after I said, you speak more French? And he said, yes, you. And I said, okay. And I said, English. And then he starts, this is where I just, you know, got disinterested and stopped because I ghosted because that was it. I'm not interested. I'm looking, if you wanted to come for as a massage client, that's fine, but if it's running on long, I had a little fun, but that was it. But then he writes, okay, so do you like my solid ass? And then I don't answer. Then he replies with 2 question marks. Then he replies again, what's your plans tonight? Then he replies again a couple hours later, so, question mark. Then today he replies, I've never seen a complicated guy like you. Now, how is that for projection? I laughed. I was like, got him. So, I didn't take this too seriously, which is good. The one texting me about training, which I don't need to go into, I got more mad at that because he seemed serious, you know what I mean? And then I realized I was lowering my self-worth by trying to go negotiate my price and I'm mad at I think I'm mad at myself for not taking more control of that, you know. And I need more practice with that. This, which I just showed you, is easy. I'd like to be able to get better at managing my emotions with certain people, or sticking to my boundaries in other situations. So this is practice for me. Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about. I was going to do another video on that training guy, but then again, I basically just talked about it, so I'm not going to. I'm kind of talking about it all in here. If you want me to, you can tell me and I'll do it. But it's going to have words erased also because I don't have the pro version of this app. But basically, I you know, got to keep it moving and not let things affect me. That's what I'm trying to do. The more I practice to not let things affect me, the better it is. All the while, you know, making sure my blood sugar is okay and I'm aware of what's physiological, what's, you know, if I'm lack of sleep, then, which I was more in tune to, then I kind of lost it when I got just hooked on everything psychological because of childhood trauma and all that stuff and all this rejection and abandonment and all that. And because the people I deal with, the therapists, I mean, we don't go into anything that's blood sugar related or sleep related. So it makes things more one-dimensional, and so I have to put my foot down because it's not all one-dimensional. Things are complicated sometimes, multi-dimensional. So that's what I have to remember, and I'm coming back to that. And that is that. I should have named this video, I already wrote it, How to Spot Narcissism on Gay Apps. Or any apps. I mean, what is it? Fish? POF? Plenty of Fish and all that stuff. I've heard stories. It's commonplace, widespread. So there's that. Okay, I'm gonna finish my tea, take my shower, go to the library just to change environments, do some work, and I still have so many emails. I had to stop all that, and I'm behind on everything. I closed one. I said that already in another video. That I closed one of my bank accounts from my business. I have to look at all money issues. I have to see if my mortgage is being paid, because I haven't checked into that, to transfer money into that. I'm trying to structure my life again in a good way. Although I do get intercepted by thoughts that, you know, I thought, okay, today maybe I'll go, I have a 24-hour gym, maybe I'll go later tonight and stay like really nighttime. But then I'll be screwed up for the rest of the week and nah. If you have any suggestions, let me know. This is a process. It's never smooth sailing. There's always ups and downs, always revelations that happen. And that's it. I will talk to you next time.